Hi, happy Thursday. I'm gonna do my Lego. I'm gonna try to get 2 chapters done today in Paper Mario because I haven't streamed it since last week. That is the wrong page. Okay, I'm putting this piece in the middle and then 2 of these angled pieces on the other sides of it. Like this. Why you can't, like, I don't know. You can't tell. And then I'm putting 2 more of those angled pieces on top of that. Like this. And then I'm gonna also do the next page, which is just the windows that go right here on the side. Oh no, I broke the plant. Oh no. Speaking of plants, I have those, what is that thing called? The bonsai tree. I have the seeds in the fridge. It said to leave them in the fridge for like 3 weeks. Here's the windows. And I think that we're moving on to something different. Oh no. There's something else that we have to build to go on top of the house. There's still a lot of pages left. Okay. Also, ignore my hair. I didn't want to dry it, and it kind of looks silly. I didn't know what it would look like because I cut my hair shorter. What is the button? Thank you. Hold on, pause. I haven't changed my thing. I'm not ready to read dialogue yet. Hold on. Also, this game has like a lot of reading in it, and this is really embarrassing, but I might have to take more breaks when I'm playing this game because I don't know what about it makes me like start panicking. I don't know. Anyways. I wonder what Mario is doing right now. I wonder if he's hurt. I'm so worried about him. He'll be alright, Princess. Why, I bet he's saving some star spirits right now. Yes, you're right, Twink. I must be strong. Why would they name him that? I need to concentrate on finding a way out of here. But there are tons of guards just beyond your door, and it's impossible for you to escape through the window. Oh, wait a minute. I remember the minister telling me that there was a secret passage out of this room. Twink, help me look for it. Cool, great idea. Oh, I'm her, okay. So many dresses, and yet they all look exactly the same. They're not the same. The designs are all slightly different and very fashionable. Am I doing my makeup? I guess I did my makeup. I don't know. This is no time to sleep. Yes, let's keep looking. This is a time to sleep. I can't just jump off like Mario did. I guess he got thrown off. The fireplace. Quite nice. So big and so warm. A warm fireplace? Don't you find that suspicious? That is true. Do you really think so, Twink? When did this game come out? I probably wasn't even born yet. Oh, hi. What? Princess Peach? You know you're not allowed to leave the room. I'm sorry, but I have to take you back. What? Well, don't throw her. 2000, yeah, I was born in 2001. Are you alright, princess? Did they hurt you? Yes, I'm fine. Thank you, Twink. That was just plain stupid. I've got to be more careful. It doesn't look like you can get out through this door. Oh, girl, what else do I do? What have I not interacted with? Oh, a photo of Mario. Don't look at that. They allow her to have a photo of Mario? Beautiful flowers, aren't they? They smell so good. Sure, I guess. Oh. Can I jump? Let me just jump. What have I not interacted with? Oh look, there's something behind this drawing. There it is. I knew it was the fireplace. I just knew it was the fireplace. Yes, cool. Now we can get out of this room. Yay. Uh-oh. Where are we? Good question. Hey, look at this. It looks like somebody left a private diary just lying around. Should we read it? Yes. Oh, you like doing this sort of thing, do you? Tisk tisk. Okay then, very quietly. Let's see. Day 0, month, star, sunny, what? Today I went to Starhaven and stole the star rod. Now I'm invincible. Cool. I also captured those 7 star spirits so they won't annoy me anymore. It was a hard day's work and I'm feeling pretty bushed. Is that what that says? Dinner was nice, but a bit bland. I feel like I might know the person who wrote this. Should we read more? Okay, let's continue. Cloudy then sunny. Today was great, diary. I used my castle to lift Princess Peach's castle way up into the sky. Then I barged into Peach's castle and beat up Mario. Yeah, unbelievable, I know. So fun. And there's more. After that, I kidnapped Princess Peach. I couldn't be happier, diary. I hope she likes me. Princess Peach, this is Bowser's diary. Ugh. What'll we do? Should we read more? Yes. Well, the Koopa Bros got beaten by Mario, diary. He even set free that stupid star spirit I kept there. I'm so mad I can barely write. Oh, I'm Mario. I'm so big and strong and good and helpful. I hate him, but I'm not worried. There's no way Mario can save the star spirits being held in Dry Dry Ruins. To do that, he'd have to solve the mystery of the sands and then find Dry Dry Ruins in Dry Dry Desert. How would he even know how to go to the desert anyway? So I'm not worried at all. In fact, I'm so calm I'm gonna go to bed now. Dry Dry Ruins in the middle of Dry Dry Desert? One of the revered star spirits is being held there. Twink, do you think you can find Mario and tell him that? Yes, of course, Princess Peach. I'll find Mario right away. Uh-oh. Hi, Bowser. Oh no, I can't believe I left my secret diary lying around. It would be so embarrassing if somebody read that thing. What? What's the princess doing here? Ah, you little sneak. You read my diary. King Bowser, is there a problem? You're the worst guards ever. Take Princess Peach back to her room immediately. Yes, sir. Straight away. Forgive us, sir. No, put me down. I don't know why he kidnapped her and then just doesn't spend time with her. Like, okay. Could they not see Twink? How did he get away? Mario, I believe you'll save us all. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate all you've done. Thank you. Since you have freed me from my prison, the seal on my power is broken, and I will recover it little by little. As long as an ounce of power remains in me, I shall help you. Mario can now use the Star Spirit's power in battle. Using a star power requires star energy. Would you like to listen while I tell you how to use star powers and star energy? Yes. Allow me to explain. Now Mario, this is your gauge for star energy. You're just adding too much stuff. See, you can check to see how much star energy you have. See how there's a star on the right side of the gauge? Each star makes 1 unit of star energy. Marks 1 unit of star energy. So you have 1 unit now. Okay. Next, allow me to explain about star powers. First, let me tell you about Refresh, alright? This power enables you to restore 5 points of both HP and FP at once. Why don't you try out Refresh right now? Oh, that was cute. See, both HP and FP have recovered 5 points each. You used 1 unit of star energy, so you're empty now. Watch your star energy gauge carefully during battle. Usually your partner's turn would come next, and then it would be your enemy's turn. But we're just practicing now, so let's assume it's Mario's turn again. Okay, it's Mario's turn. Now pay attention to the star energy gauge. Did you notice that the amount of star energy increased a little bit? Star energy increases little by little every time it comes around to Mario's turn. Remember this, because it'll become very important. Next, I'm going to teach you about another star power, Focus. Focus is a star power that enables you to increase star energy a little more than usual during a turn. Right now, your star energy is almost empty, even though you're slowly refilling it. Alright, try the star power Focus now. Did you notice how much the star energy increased? Focus helps you increase your star energy much more quickly. You should also remember that you can replenish your star energy by taking a nap at Toad House. Well, that wraps up my explanation. I earnestly wish that you'll make good use of these star powers during battle. Thank you. Those seem really good. Mario, listen carefully. You must save the other star spirits quickly. If the 7 of us come together, we'll be able to bestow upon you a star power called the Star Beam. The Star Beam is the only thing that can counteract the Star Rod that Bowser wields. I have to go back now, back to Star Haven. I must leave immediately, but I'll always be watching you. Save us all, Mario. Bye. Didn't mean to do that. I don't want to be in here. Right? Do I just leave? I don't know where I'm going. How do I get over there? Can't I, like, kick this guy or something? No, I don't think that takes me over there, though. Oh, hi. I cannot spam that button fast enough. Leave me alone. No! I don't want to lose money. Stop it. I can't even grab it. Hey, can you stop? I don't think I'm going the right way. Why would I go backwards? Not what I wanted to do. How do I use that? Oh, there's a bombable wall. I will never be able to see these bottom of the walls. In any game. FP plus badge. 3. I don't know. When do I get more stuff? This is all that was up here? So I'm still lost, okay. Hi Crispy, how are you? Okay, well I'm stuck. Oh. I'm confused. Can I jump over this? No. Do I go through the castle? I don't know. I'm good. I'm a little hungry. Hi Rye, how are you? I don't know where to go. Going backwards just doesn't make sense. Does it? I don't want to fight you. What the heck? Okay, so I do go backwards, I think. Pizza toast? I want pizza toast. All I've had today was a Nutty Buddy. And that was a few hours ago. Oh, I tried to jump over him. They're so good. Oh, he comes down here. Okay. I'll fight you. Restream streak. I'm so bad at reading. I forgot how to do the move. Oh, I'm supposed to hold it. I still can't do it. I thought it said spam. I can't read. This is horrible. I'm just so bad at this game. There we go. Oh, she's so cute. She's jumping. She looks so happy. Yay! these guys. I'm lazy. Am I even going the right way? Hold it right there, Mario. I've been waiting for you. That's a yes. I told you I'd be back. Now I'll get my revenge. Here it comes, baby. Check this out. Wow. I've never played that game. Cocktail. Just a big dragon. Interesting. I do plan on playing it eventually. Mario, I'm talking to you. I promise you, this fight will be much different from before. Who is this crazed guy? What a nut. Shut up. You, Mario. Of course you remember me. No. What? Darn it. You don't remember me? Listen, you big lug. My name is Junior Troopa. Remember it and tremble. After this beating, you'll definitely remember it. Well, that sucks. Because I have 7 HP. Get ready to hurt, Mario. I'm gonna show you a new skill I just picked up. Yeah, check that out. You've never seen anything like it before, have you? Your attacks are useless now. Youch, who knew that Mario had such battle skills? Grr, it's not over yet though. Yeah. That did nothing. That's crazy. Crosby not, is he? He's just chilling. He's right behind me. That must be Griffin making noises. Jared said Crosby's knocking stuff over, and I was like, he's just behind me, sitting on the couch. Griffin dropped something. My nose is running. This is a horrible time for that to be happening. This guy's useless. Hold on. I'll be right back in a second. How are you, Jared? I only get 1 hit. Well, have fun at the post office. I hope it all goes well. Crosby! He just really wants vitamin water. He was just chilling on the couch and now he's behind me. Crosby! Crosby! Stop it! Crosby! Crosby. I'm gonna knock everything off my desk. Crosby. Look at this. He's crazy. Can you blow him up? I'm so bad at spamming. He just likes to chew on things. I'm gonna die. Is this gonna work? Yes. I think I'm gonna die though. How much HP do you have? Oh no. I'm gonna die. I should have charged my star energy. Let's just hope my turn kills him. It's not because I don't have any power to do anything. I'm dead. That's crazy. Rest in peace, Mario. That's a little freaky. Hold on. There's no way. I'm just gonna go back to the beginning of that fight. If I can. Hopefully I can. I think Crosby might have made it to where I can't go back to the beginning. He did. Can I run? I would like to run. Because I don't want to go through all of that again. Because it was a lot of dialogue and I had to do the Princess Peach thing. I can't run away. I might cry if I actually have to go through all that dialogue again. Like, it wasn't terrible, but... Am I supposed to be getting more than one point there? I did it, thank you. She looks so happy when we win. So cute. Ah, okay, bye. Mario! Who's calling my name? Oh, hi, Twink. Mario, it's me, Twink. Remember me? I remember you. I heard you saved the Honorable Star Spirit who was captured by the Koopa Bros. Bowser and his gang are so angry about it. I knew you could do it, Mario. You're on your way. But enough celebration for now. I come bearing important information for you. It seems that one of the Star Spirits is being held captive somewhere in Dry Dry Desert. Bowser wrote it in his diary, someplace called Dry Dry Ruins. The princess braved the dangers of the castle to get you this clue, Mario. If we find out anything else, I'll hurry back to tell you. I have to go back to Her Highness now. She's so brave. I hope this news helps. Thank you. Alright, can I sleep, please? Did you sleep well? Yes. And I'm gonna save. Just in case. Probably go in here, right? Mario, do you want me to protect the path you should take? It will cost 5 coins. Is that acceptable? Yes. Excellent. Now relax while I read what your future holds. Ooh, crystal eye, open wide. Is he gonna tell me where to go? I hate that that's off-center. You go to the south of Toad Town and find a station that is the departure point to a far-off land. The road train at the station cannot leave. Somehow, you destroy the obstacle blocking the track. Okay. Oh, hi. Hey, mister. My dad's opened his shop. Don't you want to take a look? It's really cool. It's a badge shop for badges. Come on, check it out. We have lots of rare badges, so take a very close look. Spin dash. I don't have enough money for this. I'll have to come back. Is there not just like a normal shop I can go into? This is someone's house. I assume that's another house. Beyond here lies dark and gloomy forever forest. You'll get lost for sure, so I'd advise you not to enter. Am I crazy? Why is there not a shop? Why are we walking so slow? Is there another part of this town? Yes. I did not mean to talk to you. I think I should get one of those. I'm like 1 coin short from. I want to buy this, the mushroom, and the sleepy thing. Can I sell things? I can sell things. I'm gonna sell them these. Oh, I didn't mean to. How's that? Then I'm gonna buy this. Bye. Okay, I think I was going the right way before. How far south am I going? I love little oinks. Love them. You want to learn about them? Yes. Little oinks are timid and mysterious creatures that hatch from eggs. They spook easily and will run away if you approach them. Observe them from out here. There are many breeds of little oinks. They're very easy to tell apart. White ones, black ones, even gold and silver ones. If you're curious about the breed of a newborn little oink, come over to talk to me. I wish the world were full of little oinks. That would be grand. Where are they? At the bar overhead, pay 10 coins and wait for the egg. I don't have 10 coins. Where's the red train? You can move now. Oh, thank you, Mario. The train's back on track. All aboard. This train is bound for Mount Rugged. Are you coming, Mario? I thought we were going to the desert. I mean, I guess. I thought we were going to the desert. I'm confused. Sit tight, folks. Now departing from Mount Rugged. Am I going the wrong way? Where am I going? I mean, this looks like a desert. Why'd they put her in the back like that? She couldn't even get a seat on the train. Mount Rugged. Passengers heading for Dry Desert or Dry Outpost should proceed directly over Mount Rugged from this station. The train's running again. Phew, about time. I can finally go back to Toad Town. If you want to go to Dry Desert, you'll have to hike over Mount Rugged. Follow the arrows on the signboards so you don't get lost. There are a lot of scary creatures around here. If you're not careful, you'll get hurt in a big way. If things are looking desperate, you'd better run away really fast. At least I would. I saw a creature called a wacko on Mount Rugged. It was extra cute. No. Confound it. Where could it be? Oh, sorry folks. Very sorry. I was looking for something and not watching where I was going. What now? Are you Mario? Why, you are. You're the Mario. Hello there. The name's Parakari. I deliver letters. I'm normally a letter-perfect postman, but I'm having a bit of trouble with a lost letter. Wouldn't you know it, I dropped it on Mount Rugged and now I can't find it. If you happen to stumble upon a letter anywhere around here, please tell me, alright? My job could depend on it. I'll be searching this area thoroughly for a while. I wonder if I missed this letter. Is it gonna be in this area? I feel like it has something to do with that block. Or maybe it's not over here at all. Whack-a-mole. a rock at me. It's just so mean. Oh, leveled up, yay! I'm not sure if that was the right choice, but I was trying to add a badge earlier, so... Guess I could just do this. Can you not? Stop it. Bruh. Why do he look like that? Oh yay! I didn't have to sell that thing. I could have just waited and got it here. Oh, that one works. Okay. Who is this? Whack out. Don't hit me. Oh, I'm sorry. I got Wacka's bump. Restores 25 HP and 25 HP. My apologies to that guy. Bruh. Oh, there's the letter. So now I have to go all the way back and deliver it. How do I get that other stuff? Can you not? Maybe this guy with the letter will give me a special power. Oh, that's the one. Oh, thanks for finding it. I'm so relieved. Actually, I'm also looking for 2 other letters I may have lost. It wasn't my fault, really. If you find them, could you... Thank you so much. Is it really only 2 more? Why did I walk right into that? I don't really understand the running away thing because I run away even if I don't get 100%. open, please. Damage dodge. If you do the action command, decreases Mario's damage by 1. That did nothing. So how do I hurt you? That's crazy. I can't jump on you, that would hurt me. Backtrack all that way though. I fell. Okay. But I found the letter, so... Thankfully I fell, because I probably wouldn't have known to do that. Other items though. I found your letters. Oh, there we go. That's one of the ones I dropped by accident. Thanks so much, really. Of course, there's still one more letter left. If at all possible, could you please find it too? I'm really scouring this area down here, but so far I haven't had much luck. The last letter, you found it. Now I've got all the letters I've lost today. Oh, thank you so much. You're a lifesaver. I wish there were some way I could repay you for your help. Actually, to be honest, I haven't just lost letters on Mount Rugged. I may have sort of dropped some all over the Mushroom Kingdom while I was flying. Yeah, you know, you're good at finding letters. Do you think you can keep an eye out during your travels? In return, I would offer you whatever help I can. Oh, praise the stars. I wasn't looking forward to having to find those letters all by myself. No, sir. I'll do my very best to help. You shall not regret this. Oh, he joined the party. Okay. Press down to have him carry Mario and fly for a short time. He can carry Mario over short gaps that he couldn't jump. Okay. He can attack with skydive or smash into enemies using a shell shot ability. Onward. Oh, but hey, by the way, if you want to deliver a letter to someone, just speak to that person. I have to be next to you at the time for it to work, though. Keep in mind. Keep that in mind. Figuring out how to get those items. No, why do I keep walking into that guy? I'm pressing down on that, but it doesn't seem to like it. My nose is running again. 1 second. I'm back. I meant to do the thing, but I forgot. Where else did I need to jump? Back that way. Hi. Huh? You're talking to me? I don't see anyone else here. Alright, you are talking to me. It's been a long while since I first came here from my home in Flower Fields. But you're still the very first person to speak a word to me. Nobody ever notices me. The few people I actually see just think I'm blooming. I love a good conversation. Here, take this as thanks. This is a precious seed. Keep it well and remember me. Have it planted in the flower garden in Tone Town. Please grow my seed with care. It'll help you one day. Why would he drop me right on top of him? That was confusing. My ads are starting soon. Is there anywhere else that I needed to fly over? Other than this? What is that? He didn't do anything. Oh, hey there. Hold up a sec, partner. Just a darn minute. I've seen you somewhere. Is this a boss fight? Yep, very similar. You look a lot like this fellow Mario who's on Bowser's wanted poster. Now give. What's your name? Luigi. Well, Luigi, eh, pard? You do look like this dude. Well, you're not Mario, I guess. I reckon you can pass. Thanks. Don't know if I should have lied to him. He's probably gonna find out eventually that I am Mario. I'm gonna start my break now because I don't want to walk into this and it be like that guy trying to fight me. So I'm gonna start my break now and I will be right back. Hi, thank you for the raid. Sorry, I was eating. I love Don Broco. They're my favorite band. Hi, I'm Cupid, by the way. I play Nintendo games. I mostly play Zelda, but I'm taking a break from it this month. And I'm currently playing Zelda in release order. So, if you guys like Nintendo, you should follow me. Oh, I like all of their stuff. Their new album comes out next, is it Friday? I like Nightmare Tripping. It grew on me. Well, hello there, old boy. How goes the travels, eh? I'm known as Colorado. I'm an archaeologist, you know. I travel the world. At the moment, I'm turning Dry Dry Desert upside down to find the Dry Dry ruins. My assistants have attempted to gather information in Dry Dry Outpost, which is near here. Sadly, as of yet, we're having little success. All I need's a clue and we'll be golden. You're Colorado, correct? The name's Paracari. I deliver letters. I believe I have one for you. Hang on a moment. I saw Don Broco live for my birthday last year. And that was the second time I've seen them. I actually discovered them because they opened for Pierce the Veil. And I've been listening to them ever since. You should. Are they still doing concerts? Are they still on tour? I can't remember. Another letter duly delivered. A postman's job is never done. Oh, good show. It's a letter from my wife. Thank you ever so, old chap. This is just what I needed to give me strength to go on. I know, I'll pass this along as a spot of thanks. I came across it while I was immersed in the dig around here. Thank you. I've only been to 3 concerts. The other person I saw was Young the Giant. I think that's who it was. We're assisting Professor Colorado. Right now we're waiting on the guy who hiked over to Dry Dry Outpost to try to bring back some information. Did you know the people of Dry Dry Outpost are descendants of the makers of Dry Dry Ruins? What a cool thought, huh? People have been living here, watching over the ruins for many generations. To get to the desert town, Dry Dry Outpost, just go due east on this path. I'd be careful not to stray from the path if I were you. You may find some trouble, and you'll definitely get lost. Even the path isn't that safe, so watch out for enemies. Oh no. Ah! Oh my god. Dang. I'm not good at that. That's a lot of hits though. And they're each gonna hit me and get okay. Why do you have a coin? I think he was dead. I think I was just hitting him while he was dead already. Press the left and release when aiming. I like that. Oh, he stole a coin, that's why he had one. So why do they always hit Mario and not the other guy? Just to be a little silly. They always hit me. Star points. I'm rich. I need a store. Not these guys again. Leave me alone. That guy's a little funky looking. Who's this? Hello, fellow travelers. I'm in the middle of a journey just as you appear to be. Other travelers I meet are like brothers and sisters to me. If a town is what you seek, follow this path to the east. A desert town called Dry Outpost waits at path's end. Can I have that satchel? Dry Outpost. Welcome, travelers. You must have had a long, hot journey getting here. Welcome to Dry Outpost. Mustafa is the leader of this entire town, so you better keep it in mind. Although you probably won't ever see him. Master Mr. Mufasa is the main man. Yeah, Master Mr. Mufasa is the main man. Ooh. Where's the man no one knows? He stays hidden from his foes. Okay. Are you aware that there's a dojo in Toad Town? There is. A while ago, I took one of the dojo challenges and did pretty well, I must say. I got a second degree card. You look pretty strong, so... Huh? You haven't earned any cards? I have not. Hello? Why'd he run off like that? Temporarily closed! Did he steal everything? A brother and sister who are very close live atop Shooting Star Summit. The brother Merlot collects star pieces and will trade badges for them. Sister Merlovey is a fortune teller who will tell you where to find badges. Long ago in this very land, there was a kingdom called Dry Kingdom. King Musta ruled over it. One dark day, he was betrayed by his subjects. In the uprising that followed, Dry Kingdom was ruined. King Musta escaped and vowed vengeance on his enemies. He gathered those faithful to him and defeated his betrayers. King Musta's supporters were the original robbers who built Dry Outpost. Hey, hello. I'm assisting an archaeologist, Professor Colorado. I came to Dry Desert to excavate Dry ruins, but my nose is running. 1 second. Crosby's being weird, apparently. I accidentally just copied all of my sources and I thought I, like, ruined everything. It's hot as blazes every day and I'm constantly thirsty. I want to quit and go home. Is this a toad house? Good night, Mario. I said I was gonna do 2 chapters today. Like, I'm not even... What the heck? I'm not even close to being done with this. Hello? Hello, welcome. How are you? Feeling jolly? Feeling blue? I'm Merly, you see. That's me. A cuter gal you'll never see. I do magic, but not for free. Your luck has steered you well, for I'm a master of the spell. When my spell upon you glows, you might get lucky, but who knows? Do you dare to take a chance? Want to watch my cards dance? Yes. Oh, how lovely. Very good. Pick just one now, if you would. I'd pay as much as I could. I don't have much money. I think you'll find this power might get your foes to cower. It will light your darkest hour. Even should you meet a beast, do not fear, not in the least. My spell makes a famine feast. See you then. Please come again. Goodbye, my friend. What did I just pay for? I don't know what just happened. Where did this mouse go? I just spent my money, though. Welcome, traveler. This is the renowned Little Mouser shop of Dry Outpost. What can we interest you in? Pasta? I think I should get this. Did I just get scammed, though? I thought he robbed the place. Did he rob someone else? Am I gonna get canceled for buying from him? Someone who gives things is nice. Yes, very nice. Nice guys get told nice stuff. Give something. I'll give you my sleepy sheep. I'll give you this. You give me something. You might be nice. If you're a very nice guy, you'll give me something more. I just got scammed. Do I keep giving him stuff? I'm scared. Am I supposed to have, like, crazy money in this game or something? Because it wants me to buy a lot of stuff. And it wants me to pay the 50 for... I have, like, 1 coin. And how am I supposed to know this? And how am I supposed to get a lemon? I'm confused. Where am I supposed to get a lemon from? Hitting the left tree. Just gave him out for no reason. Okay. I hope you enjoy my fright jar. Who's this? I didn't even see this guy. Quiz. The name and quizzes are my game. You want quizzes? I got them. If you can manage to answer my brain-busting questions correctly, then... Yahoo! I'll give you a star piece. Wanna try a quiz? Sure. Then let's go to the question. Question. What is the name of Kumbario's younger sister? Kumbaria... Right? Correct. Congratulations. Here's your star piece. Thank you. You've correctly answered 1 question so far. Good luck next time. Well, well, so long, farewell, till we meet again. I only knew that because I think I called them both Gumbario. And then I was confused as to why they were both named that. It says 2 screens south of the outpost. I was not trying to hit you. This is why I don't have any money, I think. Because I don't fight anything. And then I lose all my money. Can you stop chasing me? Oh my god. I found the lemon. Does he want more than one lemon? I can't hold with more than one. Stop it. I don't want to fight. Though I might have to, because I think I need the money. Oh, heavenly, a lemon, the nicest of nice things. You have proven you're nice by giving me my favorite thing. But since you're so nice, yes, I'll tell you something really nice. I think that's what I need to find Mr. Mustafa. Go to the shop in this town. First buy a dried shroom, then a dusty hammer. Must buy them in the correct order, yes. Remember, dried shroom first and then dusty hammer. This is a secret sign known to those loyal to Mustafa. If you buy these things in the correct order, the owner of the shop will let you see him. Remember, you must not buy them in correct order. If you still seek knowledge, you must give me something more. You understand? I wish you luck in finding Mr. Mustafa. Nice guy. Sell something. Four coins. Hold on. How many do I need? Two. Okay. That's fine. And this. What ho, buying a dusty hammer after a dried shroom is a secret sign that only friends of Mr. Mustafa know. That means you're in with Mustafa. What is this guy doing behind me? Hey brother, good to meet you. Have any questions you need answered? You want to see Mr. Mustafa? He's usually up on the highest part of Dry Outpost. Just keep going up, my man. Okay. How do I do that? It looks like something's supposed to be here. Never mind, found it. But it really did look like there's supposed to be like a bouncy thing there. Hey, I found a letter. Does he know? How do I give it to him? Hey, nice guy, we meet again. I'm glad you found me. I'm Mustafa. I'm the one you've been seeking all this time. When I'm out and about in Dry Outpost, I use the name Sheik. It's always good to meet a genuinely nice guy. I meet people all the time, but you are by far the nicest guy I've met so far. Your name is Mario, yes? I heard that you want to go to Dry Ruins. I have a feeling you are on an important journey, so I will tell you the secret. Dry Ruins is a very important place. My ancestors have watched over it for many generations. If I do not keep evil folk out of the ruins, who will? You must promise me that you will tell no one the secret. I'll give you this. Pullstone. The closer you get to Dry Ruins, the faster it flashes. This pullstone is the key to finding Dry Ruins. Take it to the desert, yes. The pullstone will flash above your head as you get close to the ruins. The closer you get to the ruins, the faster the pullstone will flash. Follow where it leads you. Find the place where the pullstone flashes the fastest and use it to open the way. How do I look at it? Let me save. How do I look at the stone? Can you just tell me how to get there? Immediately head north. Keep going until I can't. I don't understand how to look at the stone. Where is it? Oh. Now it's above my head. You hate me. I'm gonna fight you just because I need the money. Who is this? What's happening? Oh, thank you. Does that only happen one time? I need 50 coins. I need to get her highest package. Falling asleep. Dang it. I missed. That's crazy. It was too far. there's so many? Okay, Phantom Hourglass. That just reminded me of the Temple of the Ocean King, when you have to get all the gems. Which, by the way, I watched a video of what the worst dungeons in each Zelda game are to this one guy, and he said that the Temple of the Ocean King is the worst temple in Phantom Hourglass. That does not count. And he also said that the Forsaken Fortress in Wind Waker is the worst. That also does not count. And he is crazy. This is petty. I need that health. Honestly, instead of doing 2 chapters today, I might stream on Wednesday next week. To be honest. And then probably the next week as well. I'm the huge, scary Toot and Koopa, remorseless king of the desert. Who dares set foot in this, my palace of the sands? Speak and be known. Be gone from this place, now, or disaster will befall you. That scared the crap out of me. Ooh, what's that? Hold on, that sounds good. I need to get more badge points, I think. I couldn't walk around. Oh, that hurt me, okay. I regret not running from this. There goes all my money I got. Okay, it's right here. This is really cool. I like the design of this temple situation. Fool, you have ignored my warning, haven't you? You fool. You will fall to my legions and become a mummy of the sands. That sounds scary. Dang it, I can't jump. I feel like I'm gonna die very quickly in here. That took so much health. Question. couldn't have lifted me a little bit. He's not gonna get me over there. Turn around. Did not mean to do that. Star piece. Wish I could just fall through the floor though. I like the music in here too. I feel like the desert music in Mario is always the best though. Okay, still don't know what the heck to do about that. Great. There's a bat. I feel like his special move might be able to help me. Either of his moves would have helped, but I don't know if the little one would have killed that. Do I have to kill them? Is that what it wants me to do? Right, that did happen last time. Oh my god. What is happening? Oh. What do you mean I'm poisoned? What do I do about that? I'm dead. Or not. Oh no. Oh! Is that gonna heal my poison? How do I heal poison? I'm gonna die. Unless he misses. Nope. Okay. I'm just gonna rewind before that and not get into this fight. If I can, perhaps. Because I don't want to restart the whole thing. How do I break this, though? I can only break the yellow ones. I do have to beat them. That's what I thought was happening. But I'm scared. I keep forgetting that hurts him. Oh, poison again. Oh, this cures poison. Okay. I missed. No. I'm so bad at that. You have to kill him, please. I would not have survived that. Why do I keep forgetting that that hurts him? Or paralyzes him? I'm dead. I don't want to redo the castle, please. I'm gonna die either way. I don't know what to do. I have to go back and do something else. How are they not dead? I only used that because I thought it would kill them. See, I thought that thing that I did 3 damage. She just killed it in 2. I'm confused. Wait. Come on, don't go in that room. Oops. I mean, flee now while you still can. If you continue, you'll feel a horrible curse. I've done something wrong. What the heck? You can make that. I'm confused. I'm no longer confused. I'm like a Pokemon. I need to do that. destroy stone blocks. Yippee. Turn back, thief. Your time is running out. If you do not retreat, you'll be in grave trouble. I do not lie. You will regret it. What's with the Bob-omb statues? That's crazy. Hopefully this works. I didn't know if he was sleeping. Oh, this guy's not sleeping. He does not like that much. I was hoping it would at least knock him out. No, that was not what I meant to do. No, stop it! Oh great, they're both awake. I don't want to be in this fight. I'm leaving. What is that? A super block? With this, you can upgrade one of your party members. The member you upgrade will gain attack power. The party member will also master a new ability. Which party member do you want? My bomb. Super rank. Oh, wait, there's something down here. What is that? Sandstone. What have I not done? Because now I'm just going in a circle. My ads are gonna run soon. An artifact? Isn't there a block up here somewhere? No, I don't want to fight you, please. I don't want to fight you. So confused. I swear there was a block somewhere in one of these first rooms. I did not mean to fall. Here it is. That did nothing for me. Probably gonna die. I'm not. My ads did just start, but I'm gonna try to kill this guy first. Let's see what this is. Dang. No! I want the stuff. No! Okay. Well, I'm gonna take a break. I will be right back. I have to find 3 more of these things. That's great. I need to find that room. There was a map in one of the rooms. Actually, if I go down here, was it down here? We need some redots in here. I feel like they would fit the theme. Here it is. That's crazy. I didn't know it did that, but okay. Oh, look, there's me winning golf. Hydrate. I have this pineapple passion fruit vitamin water. This one's good. I assume those are what I'm looking for, right? I'm gonna draw this. I'm gonna be an artist and I'm gonna draw this map. Hopefully this helps. I'm gonna color in what I assume are the doors. I should have put music on for this. I assume, is that red one also one? Don't I need 5 of them? That's crazy. Can you stop landing on me? I'm gonna die. Oh wait, no, I think that's where I was. Was that my location? Hold on. I haven't been up there. I don't know how to get up there. That's the problem. Okay, I've gotten this one. So I'm gonna put check next to that one. I believe I've gotten that one too. So not here. Going this way. I need to go up there, I think. Is that map not what I thought it was? Because I don't think this is gonna have anything in it. I did that last time too, I did not need to do that. So I'm really confused. No, there's nothing in here. I don't know. What is this room? In this room. Dang it. Fly me over there, please. Thank you. Okay, I don't think that map was what I thought it was. That is the conclusion I've come to. So now I have to find the room with the statues in it. I don't know, I'm lost. I don't know where to go. I'm just running in a circle. Not this road. Not that road. Okay, here's these things. Is there a specific order I need to put them in? Do I have a key? There we go. Okay. I'm back on track. Are these all gonna come alive? Oh, okay. I only need 5 of those. It's good to know that I only need 3. What the heck? Don't have anything to heal. Will they fall asleep? Please fall asleep. I think that's... They didn't fall asleep. Okay. pyramid, diamond, lunar. I just wasted that thing so bad. That's crazy. Hopefully I can get another one. This is your final warning. Enough of this foolishness. Leave at once. I'm so scared. Hello? This is why I don't play games like this. Why did it take me 5 tries to hit that save button? I cannot see anything. Blah. Oh, he's kind of cute. I thought that was Count Black for some reason. Blah. You ignored all those very scary warnings. Don't you have the common sense to get scared and run away? What's wrong with you? You shouldn't mess with Toot and Koopa, a faithful follower of King Bowser. Oops, I mean. You shall regret this. Scared. He has shells. Can I even reach him? I should have changed my punches back. I don't have my move. Come, Chomp, come. Fight this intruder. Oh, I love the train chomps. Please don't hurt me too badly. Oh, you're now an enemy. That... That's so mean. How do I hurt this guy? Hold up. So fuck Mario right now. I don't know what the heck to do with him. Other than use items and stuff. I'm a magical genius. Watch and be amazed. Oh, he's the only one that can do anything. I need my move where I can jump on him. I'm gonna jump on him again. Come, Chomp. I don't know if I can do this without a jumping badge. I don't know how to put it back. What the heck? You can't put both of them there? Okay, that hurt him for some reason. Ouch, what are you doing? That hurt. I'm king of the desert. You rude, rude man. Take this. I'm getting nervous. Chompy. Wow, what are you? Ow! Help! Poor guy. I always get confused as to when I need to walk after that. I'm just like waiting for something to happen. End of chapter. Thus Mario and party unearthed the legendary Dry Dry ruins deep within Dry Dry Desert. They smashed Toot and Koopa and the wizard and freed Maymar, the second of the wish-granting star spirits. But the enemies awaiting Mario grow even stronger, and the challenges more difficult. What's in store for Mario and friends? Where will their adventure take them next? I'm gonna hit save and continue, and then I'm gonna save state. Create a suspend point, because I do not want to do that again. Okay. I said I was going to do 2, but I think I'm going to go live on Wednesday next week and play this to catch up instead, because that took a while. I thought I could do 2 chapters in like 3 hours, to be honest. Where am I following? Someone's playing Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I'm gonna raid them. Their name is the Mysterious Star. I want to play Mario Wonder. One day I'll get there. But I'll see you guys tomorrow with Pokemon. And I'll be back with this on Tuesday next week. I'll see you guys tomorrow.